Hello everybody, welcome to this video. In this video, we'll see a question based on projection of solids, projection of hexagonal prism. The question is, a hexagonal prism side of base 20 mm and axis 70 mm is resting on an edge of its base on HP, which is inclined at 40 degrees to VP, and with its axis inclined 60 degrees to HP. Draw the projection of a solid. So here it is the object, it is a hexagonal prism with side, base edge 20 mm and height 60 mm. So first you draw the reference line, and now first thing is that object is resting on its base on HP. So this base edge should come on the right side. Always remember, always be careful that whenever you start this diagram, the condition is that on which side, how it is resting on an object, how it is resting, that you have to consider. So here it is resting on HP on its base, so that base should come on the right side perpendicular. So first you draw a 20 mm line perpendicular to the axis, and now you want to construct a hexagon. How to construct a hexagon? The hexagon base, the included angle is 120 degrees. So from here you mark 120 degrees like this and draw next line. So another 120 degrees and draw next line. In that way you can construct a hexagon. Now do the dimension here 20 mm. Also you do the naming. Left side we will start A, B, C, D, E, F. This A, B, C, D, E, F are the top face points, and here it's a prism, so you have top face and base. So A, B, C, D, E, F are the top face points. So those points we are naming here A, B, C, D, F. Now since it is a prism, it has got base also, and base points you want to name it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are base points, and those points will be inside bracket because this is the top view of the initial position, and in top view base will be invisible. So those points we are marking inside bracket. Now project all these 6 points to the reference line, and from the height of the object is given as 70 mm. So from here you mark 70 mm upwards and draw that line, complete that rectangle and draw the center line. Now here how to name these points? See here the points here which are coming outside bracket is the top face point. So this point will be, this is the front view. So in front view you want to see it from base bottom side like this. So from here you want to see the object. So from in front view, when you see from here you have B and then A. So here the point will be B dash and A dash. Similarly here C dash and F dash. Here these top points you want to consider the points which are coming outside bracket. Okay, so here this point will be D dash and E dash. So those points are top face points. So while considering the base points, you want to consider the points which are coming inside bracket here. So those points will be 2 dash and 1 dash here. 2 and 1, so 2 dash and 1 dash, then 3 and 6, so 3 dash and 6 dash, and here it is 4 and 5, so this 4 dash and 5 dash. Now one thing which you want to always consider, that how the object is resting. Here the object is resting on the base, and also it is given that object is resting on horizontal plane. So when the object is resting on horizontal plane, you want to clear the horizontal plane angle. So in this question it is given that the object is the edge is inclined 40 degrees to VP and 60 degrees to HP. So first we want to clear the horizontal plane angle, which is 60 degrees. So it is given that axis is inclined 60 degrees. So axis inclination means this is the axis. Axis inclination means these two are parallel. So this axis inclination means this edge inclination, face edge inclination. So you can just mark a point here and draw that this line at 60 degrees having 70 mm length. Similarly this line at this line perpendicular to this line. Okay, 60 degree line perpendicular to that you can draw this. So that means 30 degrees. So in that way you can complete that. This length should be equal to this length. So now you can complete that rectangle which is tilted form of this one. Now you copy this name here with same name but with suffix 1, 2, 3 etc. So B1 A1 dash, B1 dash A1 dash, C1 dash F1 dash, D1 dash E1 dash, 2 1. Now base points will be 2 1 dash, 2 1 dash, 1 1 dash, 3 1 dash, 6 1 dash, 4 1 dash and 5 1 dash. Now once you complete this diagram, you can draw projection lines from here. From all these 6 points you want to draw projection lines. Now connect. Now you just draw vertical lines from each point to the corresponding line here. So here we have E, D and D. This will be D, D1. Similarly, E and E will give you E1. So in that way, A, B, C, D, E, F. So all those points you draw vertical lines from here. Similarly, from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 also you just draw vertical lines to the corresponding line here. So you'll get some points here. Connect that, you will get hexagon like this. Now here one thing which you want to understand is that, see here, since the object is resting on the base edge, so that base edge is the 4 dash 5 dash, or here it is 4 1 dash 5 1 dash. Now some points will be invisible here. So how to find the invisible points? So for that, or some lines will be, some edges will be invisible. How to find those invisible edges? So for that, you consider the first diagram first. Okay, so here you have the points, that is 3 and 6 are coming inside bracket. So in the first diagram, whatever points are coming on the top, on the upper side and lower side, so top and bottom side of this diagram, upper and lower side, here you have 6 and 3. So whatever points are coming, which is inside bracket, okay, so whatever points coming on the right side, since the object is tilted towards right, whatever points are coming on the right side of that, so you have 4 and 5. So 4 and 5, all the lines to the points 4 and 5 will be invisible in the fourth diagram. For that, you have to consider this method. Okay, our top and bottom points, whatever coming on the right side of that, that is 5 and 4. So since the object is turned towards right, what now to the top and base points, to the right side points 4 and 5. So all the lines to the points 4 and 5 will be invisible in this case. So you want to draw that 6 1 6 5 5 4 and 4 3 will be invisible. Also you have 5E and 4D. All these 5 lines will be invisible. So you want to mark those lines as invisible. But here for this line, 1A will be visible. So this much portion you want to mark it as visible. So here also 2B will be visible. So this much portion you want to mark it as visible. So remaining portions will be invisible. Now you want to turn this diagram in such a way that it is given that the object is resting on an edge with edge inclined 40 degrees to VP. So here it is resting on the edge 4 5. So you just draw a line at 40 degrees like this and keep some distance from here. Okay, so 3 or 4 centimeter from here, 3 or 4 centimeter from here. Now this is the edge on which it is resting. That edge you want to mark on that line. This is, here it is dotted line, so you want to use a dotted line there. And this length you want to mark, 20 mm is the length, so from here you mark 20 mm. Now you want to copy this diagram here. How to copy the diagram? So this is the line which we have drawn here. Now distance from here to here, here to here. Similarly, distance from here to here, here to here, and here to here. That distance you mark here to here, here to here. Then this one, and this one. So in that way you can mark all those dimensions here. Now from the first point you mark this and this towards left and right. So this and this. Next, from this point you mark this dimension and this dimensions upward and right, downward. So from this point you mark that dimension here and here. Similarly, from here to here, distance you mark here. Similarly, other distance you mark here. In that way you can copy all the distance here, mark all the distance here. You can draw those lines. Now once you connect those lines, you will get a hexagon. So in that hexagon also you want to keep some dotted lines. So whatever lines are coming invisible in this diagram, you want to copy those lines as it is. Name those points as with suffix 1 2. Here it is suffix 1, so here it is suffix 2. 1 2 1 2 2 2 3 2 etc. All the other points will be A 2 B 2 etc. Now that means you copied this diagram here at 40 degrees. Now to get the sixth diagram, you want to draw the projection lines from here, from all these 6 points, and all these 6 points you want to draw projection lines. Now you project all these points to the corresponding line. So here we have A and A, similarly B and B, C and C. In that way you project all the points to the corresponding line. You will get a hexagon here. You will get one, name those points are A1 dash, A2 dash, B2 dash, C2 dash, D2 dash etc. Similarly here also you will project the other base points to the corresponding lines here. So you will get some points here and connect those points and make a hexagon like this, hexagonal prism like this. Now in this case also some lines will be invisible. How to find those lines? See here, see in this diagram, Okay, first, since the base, how to find the invisible edges here. So here you have this face, this base is coming, this face is coming towards us. So that face will be visible in this diagram. The face which is coming towards the observer, here is the observer. So the base which is coming towards the observer will be visible in this diagram, and the base which is facing the vertical plane will be invisible. So this face will be invisible and this face will be visible here. Now how to find the invisible edges? So first you mark the visible face, which is this one. This is the visible base. So that visible top face is visible. So top face you are marking as continuous line. Then you draw the border. Border also will be visible. Now you want to consider the points which are coming inside bracket in this diagram. So here we have 1, 6 and 5. So 1, 6 and 5. So all those lines, remaining lines to those points will be invisible. So here we have 1, 6 and 5. So 1, all the lines will be invisible. 6 also, all the lines will be invisible. But 5 is already you marked this as a border. So border will be visible. So that means 5, from 1 you have 3 lines invisible. 6 you have remaining 3 lines invisible. And all other lines will be visible. So in that way you can mark the visible lines and invisible lines here. Hope you understood how to draw this projection of hexagonal prism and how to mark the invisible edges in this diagram and in this diagram. Thank you very much for listening to this video. Thank you very much.